Hello everyone, myself Supriya Amrutkar, lecturer in mathematics from Kekewag Polytechnic, Nasik. In this lecture, we will continue with the same topic, mensuration, of the subject Basic Mathematics. In the previous two lectures, we have taken two-dimension and three-dimension figures of mensuration. We also discussed some examples of two-dimension figure in the previous lecture. Now, we will continue with some more examples of two-dimension figure in this lecture. Learning outcome of the given session are: learners will be able to understand the concept of mensuration and apply all these formulae of two-dimension figures to solve the examples on all shapes in mensuration. In two-dimension figure, we will discuss about area and perimeter of some figures like triangle, rectangle, circle, etc. So, we will continue with some example. The first example is: the area of an equilateral triangle is 81 into square root 3 centimeter square. Find its height. In this example, area is given and we have to find height of the equilateral triangle. So, we know what is the area of equilateral triangle? Yes, it is root 3 by 4 into side square. This is an equilateral triangle in which the two sides are equal and its side we have to find the height of the equilateral triangle. Now, by using the formula of area of equilateral triangle, we get the side of this triangle. So, substitute the value of equilateral area of equilateral triangle, which is 81 into root 3. After substitution, if we transfer this if we transfer this right side of root 3 by 4 into left side, it become 4 upon root 3. So, root 3 will get cancelled and remaining is 81 into 4, and in the left side it remains a square only. So, 81 into 4 is 324. 4 ones are 4 and 4 eights are 32. So, the value of a square is equal to 324. So, after getting positive square root on both sides, we get the value of side, which is a, is equal to 18 centimeter. Now, we want to find height of the equilateral triangle, and its formula is height h is equal to root 3 by 2 into side of the equilateral triangle, which is equal to a. So, if we substitute the value of a, which is equal to 18, which we already find by using the formula, then the answer is 18 into root 3 divided by 2. So, 18 upon 2 is 9. So, the answer of height of the equilateral triangle h is equal to 9 into root 3 centimeter. So, by using area, we have to find here height of the triangle. Okay. So, we will go through the next example. In this example, a square grassy plot is of side 100 meter. It has gravel path 10 meters wide all round it on the inside. Find the area of the path. Now, this is a square grassy plot in which the side of this path is 100 meter, and also it has a gravel path of 10 meter wide all around the side. That means in left side as well as right side both having the path of 10 meter. So, what is the side of this inner grassy plot? In the left side is 10 meter wide and right side is self 10 meter wide. Therefore, the side of this inner grassy plot is 100 minus 10 in 10 plus 10, which is 20. So, which is equal to 80 meter. Yes. So, the given conditions are what? The side of square grassy plot is 100 meter, which is already given in the example. Now, the next condition is what? the gravel path is of 10 meter wide on the inside. This is, see this. Therefore, the side of inner square grassy plot is equal to 100 minus 2 into 10. Both sides having 10 meter wide plot. So, 2 into 10 itself 20. So, 100 minus 20 is equal to 80 meter. So, after getting this side from figure, how we find area of this path? Yes. By finding the subtraction of area of outer plot minus area of inner grassy plot, we get the area of this path. So, therefore, area of path is equal to area of square grassy plot minus area of inner square grassy plot is equal to 100 square minus 80 square. So, the subtraction is 3600 square meter. This is the area of path. Okay. Now the next one. Find the area of rhombus whose diagonals are 6 cm and 7 cm. We know what is the area of rhombus? Half into d1 into d2, where d1 and d2 are the diagonals of rhombus. So, both diagonals are given in the given example. So, we can easily find out the area of rhombus by using the formula half d1 into d2. So, substitute both value 7 into 6, half into 7 into 6. 7 upon 6 upon 2 is 3. So, 3 into 7 it's at 21. And we know area, unit of the area is square unit. Here diagonals are in the form of centimeter. Therefore, we write here area of rhombus is equal to 21 square centimeter. Okay. Now the next one. Find the area of circle having radius 7 centimeter. It's very easy. We know the area of circle. Yes. Is it pi r square? Okay. And the radius is given, which is 7 centimeter. So, by substituting the value of radius r is equal to 7 centimeter in the formula r square. So, we multiply 7 into 7 with the value of pi. The value of pi is what? 22 upon 7. So, 22 upon 7 into 7 multiplied by 7. So, 7 of the numerator and denominator get cancelled and remaining is 22 into 7. So, 22 7s are 154. And again the unit of area is a square centimeter because radius having unit centimeter. So, the area of circle is equal to 154 square centimeter. Is it? These are very simple examples. Now, we will continue with the next. Find the area of ring between two concentric circles whose circumferences are 77 centimeter and 55 centimeter. In this example, circumferences are given and we have to find area of ring between two concentric circles. We have discussed already the area of middle path in the previous example. With the same way, we have to find here area of this middle part of these two concentric circles. So, how we get area of this middle part? Correct. Area of outer circle minus area of inner circle. But before that, we must have to find radius of the both circle. So, if we consider R1 is the radius of larger circle and R2 is the radius of smaller circle, then how we find radius? By using the formula of circumference. And what is the formula of circumference? 2 pi r. And these are given in the example. So, the circumference of the larger circle is 77 centimeter. So, we solve first the larger circle. Here C1 is the circumference of larger circle and the formula is 2 pi r1, where r1 is the radius of larger circle. So, if we substitute, its value is 77. So, 2 pi into r1 is equal to 77. But if we transfer this 2 pi into right side, it becomes in the denominator. and the value of pi is 22 upon 7. So this 7 is the denominator of denominator, itself goes to numerator, and if we multiply is 11 2s are 22 and 11 7s are 77. So 7 multiplied by 7 is 49 upon 2 into 2 is 4 is the R1. R1 is the radius of larger circle. We get 49 upon 4 centimeter. Similarly, we can find R2 also by using the same formula 2 pi R2, because R2 is the radius of smaller circle. And what is the circumference of smaller circle? Which is 55 centimeter. Okay, we will continue with the next slide. C2 is the circumference of smaller circle. So if we substitute 2 pi R2 is equal to 55 centimeter, and again if we transfer the value of 2 pi into another side, it becomes 2 into 22 upon 7, because 22 upon 7 is the value of pi. Again transfer this denominator of denominator to numerator, it becomes 55 into 7. But if we multiply or if we divide 22 and 55 as 11 2s are 22 and 11 5s are 55, then it becomes 5 into 7, because denominator of 7 goes to numerator, it becomes 7 into 5. So 7 5s are 35 and denominator becomes 2 into 2, because 2 is remaining in the denominator, 2 into 2 is 4. So the value of R2 is equal to 35 upon 4 centimeters. We can calculate here both R1 as well as R2. After that, we have to find area of ring between two concentric circle. So how we find? Yes, area of larger circle minus area of smaller circle. And what is the formula of area? Pi r square, where R1 is the radius of larger circle and R2 is the radius of smaller circle. So substitute both value. Before that, if we take the value of pi is common from both of side, R1 square minus R2 square. So substitute the value of R1 is, we already have solved in the previous, see, the value of R1 is 49 upon 4. So substitute it 49 upon 4 and the value of R2 is 35 upon 4. So after taking the multiplication and squaring of the both term, and then we get the answer is 231 square centimeter. After calculation, we get area of ring between 231 square centimeter. Okay, the next one. The two parallel sides of a trapezium measures 58 meter and 42 meter respectively. The other two sides are equal, each being 17 meter. Find its area. Here the parallel sides are given 58 and 42 and these opposite sides are 17. So how we get? From figure 58 is equal to 42 plus 2x. Why 2x? If we consider this value is x, this value is x, and this x plus x become 2x, and 2x plus 42 is equal to 58. So how we get the value of x? By transferring this 42 into another side, it becomes 58 minus 42 is 16. The value of x is equal to 8 meter. Now we get the value of x is 8 meter. This side is equal to 17. Then after that we can find the height of this trapezium by using the Pythagoras theorem. So the value 17 square is equal to, this is the value of hypotenuse, is equal to x square plus h square. We have to find the value of h because x already get. The value of x is 8. So therefore h square is equal to, the 17 square is 289 minus 8 square is 64 is equal to 225. So therefore the value of h is equal to 15 meter. And now area of trapezium is half h into a plus b. So 58 plus 42 is 100, multiplied by h is 15, divided by 2. 100 upon 2 is 50, into 15 is 750 square meter is the area of trapezium. Okay, thank you.